Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
The pop band Maroon 5 has an exciting announcement about their Vegas residency. We'll have those details coming up. Good morning and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. We begin with top stories sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. A Las Vegas doctor has been sentenced to over 2 years in prison for unlawfully distributing opioid pain medications. 69-year-old Dr. William Alvear was distributing hydrocodone without medical purpose. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Las Vegas says he was prescribing opioids in exchange for cash to patients. Alvear's sentence includes serving 27 months in prison, a $75,000 fine, and 3 years of supervision after prison. This November, the Nevada general election will include 7 ballot questions that voters will need to keep in mind when voting. Our 7 at 7 anchor Lena Bleetz breaks down the second question for us that'll be listed on that ballot.
When Nevada voters head to the polls on November 5th, the second question they will see addresses disability-related language in the state's constitution. Question 2 would replace some of the terms used to describe people with disabilities. This includes replacing the word insane with persons with significant mental illness, the word blind with persons who are blind or visually impaired, and deaf and dumb with persons who are hard of hearing. Supporters say the question is a starting point for providing people with special needs the right kind of care. They say it is time to update the Constitution with more modern language. But opponents say the question would not have a tangible impact on the types of institutions supported by the state. They also say the Nevada Constitution is a historical document that cannot be expected to keep pace with the ever-changing nature of language.
In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Temperatures and dry weather will continue today, expecting a high near 105 degrees with some light winds. The excessive heat warning is set to expire tonight, and this is according to the National Weather Service as the heat risk falls to moderate. Regardless, those temperatures will still be lingering near 104 degrees into next week, with overnight lows staying in the mid-70s. In business news, brought to you by GBank, your best banking experience ever. Research has found that it is common for some airlines coming in and out of Las Vegas to oversell tickets and bump passengers. But why is that? Our business editor Rick Vallata gives us more details.
Because they know in advance that not everybody is going to show up for a flight. So what they do is they try to compensate for that. That's where things get a little bit tricky, because if you have a reservation, for example, if you came to Las Vegas and you have a hotel reservation, or you're here for a wedding or something of that nature, there's just no way that you're going to be able to get on that flight. What they found was that the top airline in Las Vegas that denies boarding, which is Frontier Airlines, denies 6.47 passengers per 10,000 total passengers.
A boutique hotel marketed toward LGBTQ travelers is now closed less than 1 year after opening. In a social media post, owners of the Bent Inn attributed the downtown Las Vegas property's closure to an ongoing legal battle with its general contractor. The 33-room non-gaming hotel that also included a pool deck and a gastropub opened to the public last fall.
Sports sponsored by PT's Taverns, your place to watch all the sports action. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstavern.com. The all-time leader for hits in Major League Baseball history, Pete Rose, has died aged 83. The news of his death announced Monday evening. The 17-time All-Star and switch hitter received a lifetime ban from baseball for gambling and never made it to Cooperstown to be given a spot in the Hall of Fame. Rose died in Las Vegas as confirmed by Clark County spokesperson Stephanie Wheatley. However, his cause and manner of death have not yet been announced.
In Health, brought to you by Centerville Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. September is Deaf Awareness Month, and a local school marked it with an interactive lesson for students. Legacy Traditional School invited award-winning author Kentrell Martin to tell the interactive story of Shelley Goes to the Zoo. Students were immersed in a world of animals and fun facts, all while learning more than 30 hand signs for animal names. Parents and teachers were thrilled with how the event blended literacy and language skills with an introduction to American Sign Language. In recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Comprehensive Cancer Center is sponsoring Facts You Should Know. And this week, it's focusing on the signs and symptoms you should look out for. Those include a new lump or mass, swelling, skin irritation, or even redness. Patients experiencing any of these symptoms should consult a physician.
Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop.
The MLB playoffs start today in the American League. The Houston Astros are the minus 165 favorites of the Westgate Superbook to win their best-of-3 wildcard series over the Detroit Tigers, who are plus 145 underdogs. The Baltimore Orioles are minus 165 series favorites over the Kansas City Royals, who are plus 145 underdogs. The Astros are minus 133 favorites in Game 1, and the total is 6.5 runs, while the Orioles are minus 146 favorites in Game 1, and the total for that contest is 7 runs.
Vegas Nation sponsored by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app today.
Raiders 2024 second-round pick Jackson Powers-Johnson made his first start in the Sunday win over the Cleveland Browns. And in that win, JPJ was a little bit intense, but that's something that head coach Antonio Pierce likes to see.
I never want to tell a guy to speed up, and I don't really want to tell him to slow down, so we'll walk that fine line. But it's really good. It's no different than Max, right? I talk about that. Like, I'm not ever going to slow Max down. I'm not going to slow Jackson down. We just got to be smart, and we don't have no penalties. But the physicality, the intent is there, and that's what we want up front.
In lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest crafting gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for upcoming events. A popular brunch spot has reopened its doors on the Vegas Strip. Lavo, which is located in the Palazzo Tower of the Venetian, closed in June for a refresh to its design and its menu. The terrace is now planted with olive, pomegranate, and citrus trees, and inside there's leather accents, Venetian plaster walls, and custom lighting fixtures. The menu includes brick oven pizzas, house-made pastas, salads, and more. You can make reservations for dinner and brunch at lavo.com. Moving on to entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to arizonacharlies.com to see who's playing. A popular band is staying in Vegas. Our 7 at 7's John Archuleta has more details.
Get ready to move like Jagger. Maroon 5 is extending their residency at Park MGM. The band announced 8 more shows scheduled for next March, and they say fans are in for a treat.
They're going to get kind of a little bit of a more intimate look into who we are as a band and where we come from and how long we've been at it, and some things that we just haven't really shared with people, which will make it, I think, hopefully a more intimate and relatable experience. You know,
Tickets go on sale this Friday.
And today is the 7th anniversary of the 1 October shooting on the Vegas Strip. Tonight on 7 at 7, we take you inside the exhibit that honors the lives lost that tragic day. Stay tuned tonight for more Las Vegas news updates.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.